So, hello everyone. So, what is your passion? That's the question for this speech. And yeah, some people know the answer to this question very quickly in life. They find it, and that's just their thing then. I didn't. For a very long time, I didn't know what my passion was. And I tried many things. When I was very young, I would, for example, make these fancy sculptures out of paper, cardboard, and duct tape. And then, I don't know, I would pretend these sculptures are I don't know, characters in an action movie or something, and then play around with them. This was when I was very young, pre-primary school level. I also tried writing stories and poems. I was pretty good at it, but obviously, like the sculptures thing, I don't think it was ever gonna last. I also thought robots were cool, so I went to study mechatronics. Still studying it, by the way, but that didn't prove to be my passion either. I also tried video game design and modding. Now this one, unlike the others that I tried, actually turned quite serious. I tried a lot of games, I tried to make a lot of mods, but in the end, even that didn't prove to be my passion. What actually proved to be my passion was arguably one of the first things that I picked up seriously. After, of course, the whole sculptures thing, but that was never going to work out. So, what I want to do now, with this, it has to do with the little setup that I had, is I wanted to ask you guys if any of you know what this is. Yeah. Yeah, DJ Mix. It's called a DJ controller, actually. It's what DJs use at parties in the DJ booth to basically mix the music. This particular model you need to use alongside with your laptop, but let's not get into the technical details. Basically, DJing is the passion that I discovered to be my passion. And it all started back when I was at late primary school. So I'll take you to the scene now. It was this computer science class, but not your typical computer science class where they try to teach you stuff. No, this was a very free-form, do whatever you want with the computer kind of class. And my friend at the time thought it would be a cool idea to show me how to mix two songs together in an audio editing software called Audacity. It's not really for DJs, it's more for audio engineers and stuff. It's a free software, but what he showed me was sort of DJing. Basically he took the waveforms of two tracks and he overlapped the ending of one song and the beginning of another one. And ever since I saw, or heard rather, the result of that demonstration of his, I was hooked. And that then resulted in over a decade of my own personal experimentation and playing around with not only the Audacity program, but just DJing stuff in general, because obviously after a while, this one specific technique, mixing technique that my friend taught me, it became old. Obviously I wanted more. I was really passionate about this stuff. So I did. And in this long stretch of time, I was what could be considered a bedroom DJ in the community. Yeah, it's a term. It basically refers to a DJ who only really DJs in his own bedroom and who doesn't yet have any gigs. This was the case for a long time in my life. And even though I spent a long time doing this passion of mine, I didn't think it would lead anywhere either. Just like the game design thing, the writing stories thing, the sculptures thing, I thought I would live to be a mechatronics engineer. Because mechatronics looked like the best career path for me, objectively. There was a shortage of engineers, especially mechatronics engineers, and I constantly keep being told, yeah, it pays very well, this job, and there's definitely a career in there for you. DJing, on the other hand, I never saw any way that I could turn it into a career. So it just remained a side project, like a hobby. One of many hobbies in mine, in fact. And this certainly wasn't helped when at one point one of my friends helped me to connect with a big main stage producer, DJ on Instagram. It's called DJ Arcelo. He played like big gigs like the ones I want to play, like Tomorrowland, Ultra Music, like big EDM festival main stages. And he told me that not only do you need to know music production as well, but that it's a very tough journey, that the music industry is oftentimes a very ugly place, that there's a lot of competition, that the market is oversaturated with DJs, oversaturated with music producers, and it is very, very hard to get to a career. This certainly didn't help, but it wasn't enough to kill my passion. And this is one of the main reasons why I'm talking about this now, because if it wasn't my true passion, it wouldn't have survived that stage. And the way that I knew that this was really a passion for me is that while I was in a tough place in my mechatronics education, because obviously it's a tough field. Like, you have 3 different tech fields rolled into one. You have electrical engineering, mechanical engineering, and IT. Like, it's very difficult to learn. And I was in a place where I was really questioning, can I do this? What do I really want to do in life? And music is what helped me to get through this. The very music that I was using to DJ with. Of course, at home, on my computer, in my bedroom. And it was when I was using music, specifically listening to all that music, all those thousands upon thousands of songs I downloaded off the internet, in my quest to get myself songs for my own personal consumption and my DJing alike, that I started having these daydreams and these fantasies of being on the main stage and being like the next Martin Garrix or Alan Walker or whoever. And so that's when I knew that this was my passion. Still, it was difficult to see how I was going to turn it into a career though, so some time was still required. And then I came here to Brno for my student exchange. Still ongoing, by the way. And the first time I was here on this stage, I got the courage to finally make the next step in my DJing journey. You see, when I came here to stage the first time, this was like a few months ago, it was a first for me. Like going up on stage, improvising my whole entire speech, and really putting myself out there in that way. And then later, after that night, after that speech of mine, I went to 2 parties, actually. The first one was this Erasmus welcome party for the 2nd semester, and then the second one was this bachata party that I arrived to it late, when it was ending, in fact. And obviously, in the last few years before that point, I had on occasion at parties went to speak with the DJ there and asked if I could get any gigs or anything like that. I was never successful. I was never actually able to secure any gigs because, well, the DJs themselves, they don't give out gigs. It's the managers who do. And on this particular night, I was lucky that the manager was right there, next to the DJ that I spoke to. And while normally I wouldn't have done this, on this night I was feeling bold, I was feeling confident. So I was like, okay, there's the DJ manager. I'm here, let's talk to him, let's sell myself, essentially. And so I really laid it on thick. I told all of my DJing accomplishments, I told him I have all the gear, everything that I need, and somehow I was able to convince him to give me my first gigs here in Brno. So now I can confidently say I'm no longer a bedroom DJ. And starting to go and head towards that DJing career. Thank you.